we have to build on bed rock, not sand, because there will be storm, there will be rainy day, and it will come. Your belief may be holding you back. Your beliefs may be holding you back. Okay, so for those that are just joining us today, we have to do a bit of revision so that you can get to follow us. We've done a lot of work already, and we started by telling us concept for the concept, context for the concept, and we said that what God did was that God actually shows us how He used mathematics to create the universe, because whatever God is telling you about Himself is directly or indirectly telling you about yourself, because we are actually in the image and likeness of God. So we are all creators. So we create our reality, we create our circumstances, we create everything that happened to us is a true reflection of the resonance of who we are on the inside. So if you are small on the inside, you will have small life outside. If you are big on the inside, you have bigger life inside. You are healthy on the inside, you have healthy life outside. You are wealthy on the inside, you have wealth outside. So whatever happens to you right now, what you're experiencing, is true reflection of who you are on the inside. Assuming circumstances happen and you're really big inside, life happens because life always happens. It will not take time. You eventually come out and emerge strongly. So why people stay so long in difficult moments of year in, year out, is because they don't realize that how powerful they are to can create their life, because God has given us everything that pertains to life and godliness. So me and you are supposed to wake up to the reality that we are in charge. Touch yourself, say I am in charge.
I am in charge.
Touch yourself, I'm a success.
I'm a success.
Touch yourself, I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire.
So God creative order is mathematical. So He divide, He subtract, He add before multiply. So what He did was that He actually, of course, divide. That's the first thing He did, and then He subtract, and then of course, and then He add, and then multiply. But a lot of people don't want to pass through this process. But what they want is that, of course, multiply. They multiply. So they just want to have a straight line where they just want to add and multiply. But if we saw this in Genesis 1:3-4, it said, God said, let there be light, and there was light, and God saw the light was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. So you have to divide, because God has to separate, put boundaries so that He can be able to add and multiply everything. So God first and foremost so divide, subtract, and you cannot add a new system to a chaotic life. When your life is already living in, when your life is already chaotic, so the problem already disorganized, unorganized life, you cannot add anything to it. So you must first introduce light, which is knowledge. And God said, let there be light. The first thing God put so they can be able to see and divide. Once you can see somebody that is broke already, struggling, not in good health, and you want to add, it will not work. So first time you give him knowledge, give him idea, give him concept, give him creativity, let him accept to take a part of that process, that routine. Because you can never, discipline you form in the process helps you sustain outcomes and results. So if you are dodging the process, you are actually dodging what will actually help you sustain outcomes and results. So before God multiply anything, He divided. That's what He did. Before He built the world, He separated darkness from light. Before you build your success, you must dismantle every negative self-limiting belief that is not helping you succeed. Some are cultural beliefs, some norms, some your environment, some the things you see while growing up, the things you keep hearing, you are not good enough, you are broke, you are poor, when I'm a you know. So those things are as an abuse on your mind, that even when someone presents you a golden opportunity, a multi-billion-dollar opportunity, because of your circumstance and situation, you define yourself, you think you are not enough, that you are not good enough, that things are not working for you. Some people go as far as telling people like, they just put negative reasons on their life. So you see that before you build success, you must dismantle every system of failure. And we will discuss so much. You said, don't look at for the tools, the tactics that you can use to succeed. Begin to look at how you can divide what is not working, disempowering ideas in your mind, dismantle them, of course, and delete them from your life. You cannot add a new system to a new system of success to a chaotic life. You cannot add it. So we discussed so much and said that if you can divide and subtract successfully, then what God adds to you will eventually multiply. In the marketplace, for you to succeed and build a successful business, a scalable system in the marketplace, you must dismantle every system that doesn't produce the result that you don't want. You're already having some result already, but most of us don't want that result. We want a better result. We know we can do better. That leads us to the first act of creation. So the first act of creation was that God introduced light. That's what He did. So God did not start by creating things. God did not start by creating things. He started by dividing things. He divided light from darkness, divide this, divide that, divide the water from the lands. He said, water, go this way, land, go this. This was what he was doing. He was dividing, separating things, dividing, putting boundaries. So that's what God did. So in your first act of creation, you must confront every chaotic life in your life. Turn on the light, put in the knowledge, put in the understanding, apply the wisdom, because wisdom is a principal thing, and therefore get wisdom. In all thy gettings, get understanding. So what are you supposed to do for you to create a new environment, a new wonderful family for yourself, a new financial outcome, a new result in your life? For me to take to the next level, God, there's always a next level for everybody. And I must involve division. I must involve, of course, interruption. I must differentiate between light and darkness. I must differentiate what is right and what is wrong. I must differentiate what is helpful and what is unhelpful to me. I must differentiate what is useful and what is not useful to me. I must differentiate what works for me and what doesn't work for me. Once I differentiate it, I can now say, okay, let me focus on what works. Once you keep focusing, remember what I tell you, that whatever you focus on expands. Tell your neighbor, whatever you focus on expands. So don't focus on the things you don't want. So the first order of creative process is let there be light. And there was light. Before God, this light is actually going to expose darkness, reveals, and show you the things that doesn't work in your life. That's how you bring light, you bring knowledge into our life. And this is the reason why it is very difficult for you to help someone whose mindset has not been emancipated. True deliverance, true success has to do with mindset shift. It has to do with your things that we're thinking that don't help you, and you can never see them because you are not aware. I keep telling you, you can never modify, you can never change things, you cannot identify things you're not aware of. And that is called the first law of creation, which says that you can never do what desire or do what seek anything you're not aware of. So you can never seek a better life, you can never desire a better life if you're not even aware of it, that there's a better life for you. And there's always a better life. There's always a next level for everybody. There's always a next level. And this version of you cannot give you that next level. So there's a need to think of shift in thinking, a think of energy or frequency of attraction to attract things to yourself, because the universe, the world doesn't give you what you want. They only give you who you are. So who you are on the inside will determine what you're going to attract to yourself. So that leads us to subtract before you add. So before you can add to your life right now, you have to look at the things, sit down, get a thinking chair. I don't mean happiness, I mean stillness of heart. Sit down, get a pen and paper, begin to write things, begin to write these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. Because nobody will do it for you. Conduct an internal audit. Internal audit. Because this level of clarity is going to become a form of leverage for your creative project. Any project you want to embark on. So you have to subtract before you add. Dismantle the dysfunction. So we discussed, remove every routine that produces poor results. Dismantle every habit that drains your energy. Letting go of circles that glorify survival over still worship. But God subtract disorderliness before he established divine order. That's what happened. So we discussed so much, and then we went ahead to tell us to discuss that we went to identify the poorest routine and subtract that. So any routine we do and justify it, I don't have strength. I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it now. No, you don't want to call it the name that it is. It's called laziness. They're not laziness. You spend 1 hour scrolling on Facebook, on social media, TikTok, Instagram. You spend 1 hour, you're telling me I want to rest. So the thing you call rest is not resting. You're just too lazy. You don't want to be part of. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to do the process. So you can see you can never have the abundance life you're expecting if you don't want to be part of the process, because the process helps you to become strong. The process helps you to become great. The process helps you to repeat outcome. Why do we like process? Because we want to repeat results. Repeat results. So any stage of God's creative project, God divide and subtract, like the contractors normally do when they go to construction sites. They have to remove the ground face, divide and subtract before they start building. There's a lot of people don't want to do that. They won't just build on sand. Let's just start building. No, the rain will come, the storms will come. So how do you do both in your financial life, your marital life, your spiritual life? So you must sit down to conduct internal audit on yourself. So you have to make a mess in order to make a masterpiece. This all happened, and it happened to every sculpture. So we went out to discuss outline number 4. Identify the routine behind your result. There's a result you're already having, and deep down you know they are more than enough. Deep down you know that you are more than this. There's a result you're currently having. Sometimes you don't even like the result. You don't like the way the environment treats you. You don't like the way your husband, your wife, or somebody treats you. It's something that does need an improvement. Sometimes you don't even like your finance. You don't like your structure. You finally track your income. You're not tracking your expenses, because whatever you cannot track, you document, you cannot modify. Whatever you can document, you can modify. Whatever you cannot document overwhelms you. Tell your neighbor, whatever you cannot document overwhelms you. That's why you don't think on your head. You think on your head, it's called worry. You think on paper, that's called thinking. You're saying as I'm thinking, that's called worry. Get pen, get paper, get a note, get a journal. Begin to write. That's how it works. But the more you write, your hand is involved, your eye is involved, your brain is involved, your part. That's a transformational process. It's what wealthy men do. Most of the time, you see most of the way you have journal, we have PAs, we have diaries, we have things to write things, but we don't trust on our brain because the weakest ink is stronger than the strongest memory. Yes or yes? Yes. And writing makes everything clear. The more you can write down a problem, you find 50%. The clarity to find the solution is there. But you know what most of us do? We are too busy. We are too busy to sit down to write. We don't want it. And that is why business is not progress. Business is not productivity. Help me tell your neighbor again, neighbor. Beware of the barrenness of a busy life. So God actually that you shall know them by their fruits. And He told us that your current outcomes are the harvest of your hidden habits. So there are so many habits that we have that reveals by our outcome. So I don't know where we stopped last week. And did we get to outline number 5? We did to outline number 5. Where I say behind every behavior is a belief. I keep saying that you don't have to change somebody's behavior. No matter how you pray and fast for some behavior to change, you can't. What will change is belief. Do not believe. Because belief controls behavior. Every behavior is as a product of belief. Every behavior are belief driven. If somebody now stop smoking, stop doing this, stop this, you know go stop. You don't attract the fruit, you don't attract it, attract the root. Once you can sit down with somebody and give him knowledge, give him understanding, introduce to him that this is the reason why, this is the consequence, the reward. And when the person understands, you don't need to tell him to stop. The owner will stop. See, the fact is he needs to understand. God told that if you behold the word, you'll be transformed. So the more you behold the truth, you behold knowledge, you become powerless to even do evil. Even if you want to do it, just find the thing that you cannot even do it. It's like you want to do it, but you become so powerless to do it. So you don't focus on behavior, you focus on the belief system. So once you can change the beliefs, and we told us that in Proverbs 23 verse 7. Did I mention that last week? Yeah. Okay, yes, I did something now, 23 verse 7. And I said something, I said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so easy. Our systems are not just behavior, they are psychological and spiritual. Yeah, I do that. Behind every dysfunctional habit, there's a justificational belief that I'm not good enough, this is just who I am. I'm not disciplined enough. I need more pressure to work. There are these beliefs that, they give excuses. And this is the challenge we have. Okay, I think that's where we stopped last week. Yes or yes? Yes. That every behavior has a belief that baptize it as a normal thing. So what happened is that you can see a lot of people, they have problem with their money. Since they were born, they have issue of money. This time they have money, next time they don't have money. They just work and they collect salary before you know. And they just, in the next 2-3 weeks, salary has finished. And they cannot explain, they start borrowing again. So, they have this problem. They don't know what is happening. They see the economy is against them. These are all behaviors. They're not behaviors. There's a way they think that make them act that way. And all you need to do is sit down and tell them, see, money will never be enough. And it's not the problem you have to solve. Some problems die by ignoring them. Some problems expire with time. Once they can understand that they cannot solve all the problems in life, because problems never finish, because there's a law called Pakistan law. That law says that your needs and wants increases as your income increases. So human needs are insatiable. You can never satisfy, you can never satisfy. So all you need to do, you must budget your money. Once they can understand and believe in budgeting, tell them budgeting. Once they can believe in budgeting, forget about the rest, they will succeed. Because budgeting is telling your money where to go before the money enters your hand. Tell your neighbor. Budgeting. Tell them budgeting. Is telling your money where to go before it enters your hand. So you're about to get 1 million now. You're already carrying paper. 10% I must pay myself. This one I must pay tithe. I must do offering. I must buy shoe. I must buy clothes. I must do investment. I must, you budget your money. They give you direction. You call in names. They know names. Yes. As the money comes in, the money have address already. Yes or yes? Yes. But if you don't budget your money, poor people are the only one that don't budget money. They spend money based on impulse and feelings. Federal government has budget. State government has budget. Company has budget. A poor man did not budget to buy shoe. He just passed at the time. And it's all been down shoe. They say this one 225. He just stopped. He buy. He didn't want to buy any clothes. He saw it. They say 115. At a market 115. He just stopped. That's why you go to a poor man's house. You see okrika everywhere. Then okrika. On Sunday morning, he doesn't have any clothes to wear to church. Yes or yes? He looks at the wardrobe, is smelling. Problem for poor man. Poverty is difficult. Tell no, poverty is painful.
Poverty is painful.
No, tell no, poverty is difficult to explain.
Poverty is difficult to explain.
Tell no, money is good.
Money is good.
I want money to meet money and say amen. Let's go to where we are going to today. Let's go to outline number 6 because we are gathered around of this class. Put your beliefs on trial. So I'm going to show you practical steps how you know Whether your belief is a sustainable one, whether you are building it on bedrock or on sand, whether that routine is giving you the kind of result you want or not. So if it doesn't give the result you want, no need to see. Prayer is good. I pray, I fast, but the thing I can say that prayer don't replace knowledge. Prayer don't replace wisdom. You must. There's a body of knowledge to everything on earth. Want to be a lawyer, want to be a carpenter, want to be a doctor. There's a body of knowledge. So when you pray, you study. In fact, studying is a spiritual activity. That's what I'm telling you. As prayer is a spiritual activity, study, meditation, of course, is a spiritual activity. So you must engage in spiritual activities. Even writing is a spiritual activity. I'll prove to you not today that even writing, studying, learning is a spiritual activity. Just like praying is a spiritual activity. Routine is not a spiritual activity. Routine that you go to church, that is not a spiritual activity. That you go routine, except to embed spiritual activity in it, which is studying, which is meditation, which is of course praying. These are what can make you spiritual, and you're a spiritual being. And your spiritual also order your mortal being. Because when your spiritual being is not empowered, your mind will sabotage all the waters. So the people are warfare are not carnal, but mighty in pulling down a stronghold through a imagination. So you are the boss now. But most people have not taught you how to use the instrument that God gives you to become the ultimate powerful version of yourself. That anything you touch turns to gold. Tell your neighbor, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
That one is still begging for the charge card. Touch yourself again. Say, I'm a success.
I'm a success.
Touch yourself. Say, I'm a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire.
Okay, let's write this one down. I always tell you that I cannot talk to entrepreneurs, businessmen, and investors in this half part of the world without we're not talking about scriptures. My philosophy is that we must agree on something. So if we can agree on one thing, forget about the rest. You can build on it, whichever way. So I have to take one scripture I like so much, 2 Corinthians 10, verse 5, on outline number 6. 2 Corinthians, of course, 10, verse 5. So it says something very interesting. It said that casting down imagination and every high thing that exalts himself against the knowledge of God. Now you have to cast it down. Where you cast it down? Where? In, of course, every high thing where exalts himself, where in imagination. It's all in your mind. How am I sure it's in your mind? I keep telling you this, but it's very important. Let me clean this. I know I'm not going here today. You've done justice on this. I told you that this thing we call imagination. Imagination is where people fell. It's called an image nation. Say no, image nation. It's called a picture nation. Say no, picture nation. All of us have the capacity to imagine. There's no limit to what you can imagine. But most of us have not been trained how to imagine that you can write. You need to go to school to learn how to write A, B, C, and E. You have to learn how to, you can talk. You need to go to school and learn communication. There's a need to package your gifting. They need to package your idea. They need to package. You don't package it to become a commodity, not a premium. Say no, commodity. Not premium. All premium package. So all of us have the power to imagine. And if you can win any war in your mind, forget about to win it in real life. If you can fail in your mind, forget about it. I can assure you, you fail in real life, no matter how much you pray. Because the real war is in the mind, is in the imagination. You have to cast it down. So you have to put it on there. So what are you going to do? How do you put your beliefs on trial? Number one, write it down. Number one, treat negative beliefs. Treat every negative and toxic belief as criminals. Treat every negative and toxic belief as criminals. As a thief. Treat every negative. How do you know? I'm going to show you. Treat every negative and toxic belief as criminal. That's number one. Let me actually clean this one. I know I'm not going to clean my behavior. I'm not okay. So you have to treat every negative, toxic, and self-limiting beliefs as criminals. Beliefs as criminals or thief. You have to treat them as criminal. So you have to treat it as criminal. Every negative, every toxic. How do you know it's negative? And I will show you negative, toxic, and self-limiting beliefs. You have to treat it as criminal. So beliefs that robs you, write it down. Full stop. Write it down. Beliefs that robs you of your benefit of a new covenant, of a new life. Beliefs that robs you of your new life. Beliefs that robs you of the benefits of a new life. Beliefs that robs you of the benefits of new life. That robs you from receiving the blessings and manifesting the abundance life Christ has promised you. Belief that makes you succeed in the market, that doesn't make you succeed in the marketplace. Belief that gives you the result you don't want. You have to treat it as criminal. So belief that robs you of all your benefits of the new covenant, you have to treat as criminal. So you have to sit down. That's why if you don't sit down to conduct internal audit, how do you know that this belief is not helping you? Believe like, let us eat our money and we don't take money to heaven. Let us enjoy our life. Let us forget about tomorrow. God will take care of himself tomorrow. Believe that just as you don't plan. Because I really already told you that he that failed to plan to fail. Yes or yes? Billionaire tells you that you don't need to budget. Billionaire tells you you don't need to pay yourself. Any limiting, self-limiting billionaire, you're not good enough. That you are not tall enough. You are not short enough. That your eyeballs is too big. That your brain is too big. That it might make you begin to see yourself like incomplete. My brother, you're complete. I am complete.
I am complete.
Now tell your neighbor,
Neighbor,
I am faithfully and wonderfully made.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Tell your neighbor,
Neighbor,
I am God's masterpiece and a piece of the master.
I am God's masterpiece and a piece of the
So
master.
when you begin to define yourself like this, you give yourself what they call self-acceptance. Once you can accept yourself, my brother, you don't need anybody's validation. You don't need the worldly, because the problem with many people that you don't even like yourself. So anything they throw you, since you don't like yourself, people will treat you the way you see yourself. So if you hate yourself, people hate you. You like people like you. You value yourself, people value you. So the reason why most people don't achieve the result they want, because they don't even like themselves in the first place. They think they're not good enough. You mean I'm talking like this, and don't make I stand up and go. After all, you don't know where I'm coming from. I know where you're coming from. Where you're coming from is called address. Then address.
Address.
And so, God, you don't know who I am. I know who you are. Who you are is called identity.
Identity.
Definitely, don't allow your address to define your identity. Many people are failing in entrepreneurship too because they don't even believe they can become successful CEOs, successful MD, successful director, founder. They don't have that. They don't know they put that identity on themselves. Oh, really? So you don't want to put the identity of a boss on yourself, but you prefer to put the identity of a slave, servant, subject. That I'm an employee. We are poor masses. How can you put such a badge on yourself? Instead of putting negative badge, put a positive badge. Tell them I'm a success.
I'm a success.
Tell neighbor,
Neighbor,
why am I such a smart entrepreneur?
why am I such a smart
Tell neighbor,
Neighbor,
why am I such a smart billionaire?
why am I such a smart billionaire?
This is how to define yourself. Why am I why am I so healthy? Why am I so strong? Why am I so passionate? Why am I so burning for success? You have to define why am I so healthy? Why is that I cannot be sick? Define yourself like that. Say the positive things about yourself, not negative things. So number one, you have to treat all negative, toxic, self-limiting beliefs as criminals. They're not criminals. So how do you do that? Number two, you interrogate. They're not interrogate. Interrogate them. Interrogate them. So if you don't sit down to get pen and paper, how do you interrogate? There's no judge, there's no lawyer that handle a case without not writing. So can't you learn? If I'm not learning from nature, learn from God. God documents something. You must document something. You must sit down and identify it by interrogating them. This belief I'm having, is it helping me? Begin to start from your finances. Go to your spiritual life. Go to your emotional life. Go to your relationship life. Some people don't even know how to make right decisions in relationship. Like every relationship they enter, my brother, in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, tap, problem. Every time, 1 month, 2 years, problem. Their relationship never lasts for 3 years. None. It's always, even though it lasts for 4 years, no problem. Fight beating, knocking, abba. If you're not tired of poverty is tired of you. Tell me, your neighbor. If you're not tired of suffering, suffering is tired of you. It's tired, it's done. That is done. You are tired of ignorant. So you cannot be repeating the same mistake. This 2025, right? This is the year. This is already August. You want to end the year the way you started the year? Now you can do better. So I can do better.
I can do better.
So interrogate. Tell them interrogate. Number three, put them on trial. Put them on trial. Identify, of course, and treat them as thief. Interrogate them. Put them on trial. Number four, collect evidence. I didn't want to go down here. Number four, let me take it up here. Let me just clean this one. I don't supposed to clean it, but it's fine. Number four, collect evidence. Number five, sentence them. So interrogate. If you are not even sit down to identify, how do you even identify them? How do you even interrogate? How do you put them on trial? How do you collect evidence? How do you sentence them? Number six, execute them if necessary. Execute them if necessary. So, so definitely, they are robbing you. All this, I'm not good enough. I'm not handsome. I'm not beautiful. I don't have money. We are broke. We are poor. Oh, since you don't have money, can't you think? Kids have money. Can't you create a mental picture of having money? Can't you write down can't you just seek knowledge? Can't you look for someone that is successful? Okay, you are blind. You cannot even know. At least the success is like I don't know how to say it. It's like a flying akara. Everybody can sniff it. They are kind of smelling somewhere. Something like frying yam or frying anything, egg. Even your neighbor can hear the sound. Even though you are blind, you can hear people are celebrating. Even though you cannot even see very well, and you can feel the environment when it's positive. Can't you look for somebody? The reason why people struggle, they don't have any hope of succeeding, is because they don't have anybody succeeding in their life they can observe. Then observe. I told you we are social creatures. We learn faster by observation. If you want someone to succeed, put a quality in something in front of them. Over some time, their nature, the nature of human being is that whatever we observe, we remember the fast. We remember most. Whatever you observe, you can become. You can observe success. You begin to emulate. That's how we are. If you're in the company of poor people, you're going to be poor. Company of wealth, you're going to be wealthy. The chance of succeeding will come faster when the company of quality people. I call them only OQP, only quality people. What I say?
Only quality people.
But you struggle to succeed. The company of negative, you struggle. Even if you succeed, you could do like this so far away. That effort to use succeed, you have used 10% to succeed faster. That is why you must find a learning environment. The environment that associated with positive things, energy, success, excellence, wealth, investment, where whatever you see inspire your spirit. Whatever you receive, it makes you feel more, makes you want to do more, become more. Because until you become more, you can never do more, and that's happens. So becoming is more important than the doing and the having. And you talk so well, but I just didn't have the money first. I will do it. I will become. Will work. You are rearranging the order, and it cannot work. It sabotages itself. So you must identify the toxic, self-limiting beliefs that's not empowering you, that robs you from your blessings. You must interrogate them, put them on trial, collect evidence, sentence them, and execute them if necessary. What beliefs is robbing you of your breakthrough? You have to do that. It could be thoughts that come to steal your transformational process. Be ye known the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Once you know the truth, it can make you free. So let me ask you one question I would like you to write on your note. And this question will help you to know whether you are ready for a transformation or not. We are ready to transform, to start building something that is sustainable, something that has systems and structure that can transfer to your next of kin, that can have some sort of legacy, some succession plan. Because success is not success until you have a succession plan. So until you are whatever you are building is transferable. My brother, you are just building on sand. Because at the end of the day, your family will come and do the whole roller coaster. Have you not seen when one man come die, and now one start as if he doesn't have a father, you have to start from hand to mouth, succeed again and die, and once he die, everything die. No. We must build succession plan. Have you not seen that Africa has been robbed? Have you not seen the only one that don't want to partner with anybody, going to transfer on to somebody, can see United States of America, United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates, everything united. They're not united. Show me your own united. Only you, myself, and I. The problem is that you are the problem. I'm not doing anything for me and myself. I'm not doing for me, only my family. Because I really identify, I know that all of us are a solution to a nation. Tell them, I'm a solution to a nation. God deliberately, intentionally sent you to this world for 80 years, 100 years, 200 years, and God gives you the leasehold. Why you retain the freehold? And say, okay, I lease this world to you. I give you everything, I'll make you succeed. Go and become a solution. Take me as a dominion mandate. Go and dominate, replenish, multiply. You are in charge. Tell them, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
A lot of people never identify their creative ability as being in charge until they die. And the point that they go to graveyard, book never written, song never sung, opportunity never executed. All the ideas in your hand, you know why? You always tell your 12 by 12 idea to a 3 by 3 mindset. It will not work. You tell your $1 billion idea to a poor man mindset, a cop mindset, an ocean idea. It will not work now. It is not possible. It discourages you. And the discourage start from your household. Someone very close to you. And they don't try it. They like to point at people that fail in life. Tell them, I'm a success.
I'm a success.
Write one down. Let me ask you this question. On your note, write this question like question. Popular question. That's how you now to know whether you're ready to change or not. So write it down. What is holding you back? What is holding you back in life? Command leadership. What is holding you back? What is holding you back in life? Command leadership, command legacy, command financially. What is holding you back in your life, in your leadership, legacy, business, investment, building organization, community, etc. What is holding you back? So when you ask yourself that question, what is holding me back? In my finances, in my legacy, in my life, in my leadership, financially, spiritually, investment, building organization, building a community, what is holding you back? So if you ask yourself this question, what is holding you back? And your answer is like this. You don't need to write the answer. Okay, let me just allow you to learn so I can give you something I want to write. If you answer it like this, I'm not ready for. I'll give you the two answers. If you answer this way, you're not ready for transformation. If you answer this way, okay, let me just do some practical today. If I ask you today, what do you think is holding you back from achieving 1 billion naira? What do you think is holding you from being the best leader you can become? What do you think is holding you back? Who can give me an answer? Just one or two. Who can try it? Who can try it? Who want to try it? Let me just say, if I get, what is holding you back? Mindset. Okay, that's a good one. Who is holding you back? Okay, what is holding you back?
Not being consistent.
Okay, all of you got it right. Maybe because you're showing along in knowledge. But if you start telling me what is holding you back is economy, I'm going to give you the answer. Is the economy, is your village people, is your this, is your that. Okay, that means you are pointing out to every external factors, contributing factors. You're not looking at your beliefs, your mindset, and you're not looking at it. That means you exonerate yourself and hand over all the power of transformation to this third party. That means you're not in charge. But when you mean to see what is holding me back is my mindset, is my belief, is me, is me. You know what I mean? Once you can do that, you have to get, how do I become better? It becomes easy because you can accept teachings and trainings, correct information in arrangement of sequential order for a predetermined outcome. It can work for you. But once you don't see yourself that you are not in charge, say, it's not me, it's my father gave me poverty. My brother, if they give you collateral poverty, once you collect it, then return it back.
Return it back.
Collateral poverty. It's like my grandfather was poor, collateral, they hand over to the grandfather. You know, even if say nobody's okay, you, as you don't come, don't you have a plan to hand over something for your children? I don't know. Don't you have a plan? Okay, don't have children, no problem. Don't you have a plan to impact your life? Don't you have a plan to build a wall around it to become better? Don't you have a plan? And if you feel that you don't have a plan, my brother, you have just disappointed not just your generation, your village people, your community, even God Himself. Because God has created you in His image and likeness for you to be in charge. And you come, instead of acting like a king, you're acting like a slave and servant. You are not a subject. You are the boss here. Then I'm the boss here. If we must stop depending on the West for our electronics, for everything, we must start through emancipation. Because you don't build economy by natural resources. You build economy by mental resources. Until we have accepted that responsibility, me and you will not stand and say, okay, let us begin to seek for knowledge to build company, factory. Because I told you, I want to employ 100 staff. I want to employ 1,000. I want people to work for me. Since some people like to work, I want to pay with salary. I just want to pay 1 million naira salary. I want to be paying 2 million naira salary. But if somebody have to be the king, it must be me. It's not that to replace one, it must be me. Enough of this, give me. Enough of this, taking. Enough of thinking about contribution. Contribution. And start thinking about impact. Think impact. Do you know why you need to think about impact? Because money is a reward for solving a problem. Money is a reward for making impact. Money is a reward for making contribution. Nobody contributes to nature. The nature develops. Nature is the best part. Nature is nature. So think about contribution, and money is a step of value. So if I ask you a question, what is holding you back in life, leadership, personal life, financially, in business, building organization, being in charge of your finance? So many people will honestly answer this question by pointing to things outside them, like economy, government, society, village people. They begin to point hand on things, and that is the answer a lot of people will give. And that means they are not ready for transformation. No matter what you do to them, they never see themselves. So it's not me. But the truth is that what is holding you back is my own belief. Write it down. What is holding me back from any level I want to achieve is my belief. Put it that my belief, my mindset. Put it on your note. What is holding me back from my next level? What is holding me back from my level is my beliefs. What is holding me back? So what is holding you back is not a external factor. It's not outside of you. The true holding is in your mind. It's called imagination. It's casting down all the imagination, every stronghold. What is holding us back from that 1 million, from that 2 million, from buying that car, from making that contribution? So what is holding you back is your belief. So all I need to do is not just to talk on your behavior. I know you are behaving the way you are behaving because of the beliefs you have. Because all behaviors are belief driven. I know. I don't need to pray and fast for you. All I need to do is to put light in front of you. Put knowledge in front of you. Once you see, light reveals. I told you, don't shout for darkness. Darkness don't respond to shouting. If this place is dark, I come and shout, die. Darkness, go for die. You know, go die, my brother. I go pray, reach tomorrow. All I need to do is that I just look for switch. Look for the switch, just on it. Light will come. And when light shines, darkness cannot comprehend. That's the truth. So once you introduce light, knowledge into your life, you become super powerful. You become so great that wherever you go wherever you are seems to be, seems to turn to go. Whatever you do, it's just that you know that you are the light of the world, and you make a difference in the circle of friends, circle of greatness, seat of greatness. Tell them I'm in charge. I'm in charge. That is, if your answer is always blaming, complaining, justifying things from external factors, contributing factors, that is this is the reason I'm not empowered. I'm feeling helpless and hopeless. My brother, you are not ready to change. You are not ready. Forget about it. Forget about it. I told one guy came to my office last 2 weeks. So, one small boy. I was trying to encourage him, trying to give me some strategy. He started telling me that he has made money. I laughed. If a businessman, I laughed. Ask me one question. Have you done any business of it before? You say he has 2 businesses working for us. Okay. The best sales in a year, have you made up to 1 billion naira? If I say no, 500 times, 100 million naira, say no. I say okay, 10 million naira, say no, 5 million naira, say no. I said okay, I cannot teach you. He asked me what I said because you are not ready to learn. He asked me what I told him because a man convinced against his will, of course, is of the same opinion still. Tell your neighbor, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. No matter what they teach him, he has some beliefs he held. And he's not ready to change. And that's the wrong thing to do. So, right down, to round up this popular section today. So, tomorrow, we can do something powerful. They're not powerful. Right now, our beliefs holds us back. Our beliefs holds us back more than government policies. Our beliefs hold us back more than government policies. Trend in the marketplace. Our beliefs hold us back more than government policies, trends in the marketplace. Our beliefs held us back more than government policies, trends in the marketplace, village people, culture, norms. Our beliefs hold us back more than government policies, more than trends in the marketplace, more than village people. Our beliefs